Hello. Okay, it's Thursday the 20th of July 2018, and this is the second day of my trip. So yesterday, basically, after arriving and getting sorted out, went into town on my bike riding. I remembered the way. It was good. Saw the flower bikes, and what I've done this time is decided, instead of showing my face, is to just talk over some footage of me, some sort of random footage of me riding around avoiding pedestrians in Amsterdam. So I sort of did a lot of riding about, visiting a couple of coffee shops, and not really being that successful in what I was looking for, because they all wanted to sell really strong stuff, and that's not really what I was looking for. Went to Fibo, got some chips and mayonnaise. There is Fibo there. And yeah, basically just rode about. What else did I do? Oh yeah, this morning rode up to the supermarket to get some supplies. Oh, this is a really boring podcast. And took my new pannier, no, not new, some end pannier, so I filled that up with bread and stuff. The fridge, the battery's just died on the fridge, even though it's been sunny. The fridge has been on all day, and that battery's died, and I've got solar power going to it, and it should have been charging, but it hasn't. That fridge just eats electricity. So I had to chuck some food away. Not the stuff I bought this morning, other stuff. I bought non-perishable stuff tomorrow, and I might have to give up on having a fridge, because it's a luxury I really can't afford. Yeah, I nearly run into this girl there. She moved to avoid this taxi, and I also moved. I moved to the left to avoid it. Anyway, I stopped in time. It was fine. There's no problem riding around. I had my little music, my Bluetooth speaker, my JBL, playing music all the time as I'm riding around. Oh, yesterday I rode up behind a policewoman as I was riding into town. I saw a policewoman ahead of me on a bike, so I thought, well, I'll just ride right up behind her and see what happens. I turned the music up a bit so she could definitely hear it. And then I rode up next to her, and she was like looking around over her head, looking where the music was coming from. And eventually said, oh, it's not allowed because of the people. But anyway, we started having a laugh about it. I said, are you going to arrest me? She said, no, but you'll have to pay me lots of money. And I said, oh yeah, it's okay, I'll pay you in English pounds because they're worthless, which is a bit of a laugh. But she agreed that the best way to get around Amsterdam is cycling. Like, by doing that, I can drive around. I sort of get lost, like I go looking for the park in a little while. It's only really the same place I go to each time, this Vondel Park, around this area here, which is sort of red lighty coffee shop area. And obviously the route back and forth, it's quite a way. I did about, well, in fact I've done exactly 27 kilometres each day on bike. It's less than an hour bike ride from this campsite into town. I'd rather have been a bit closer at the other one, Zeeberg. I don't know what else to say about this really. I'm sort of bored of it. It's been 2 days. I'm doing the same routes, going to the same places, riding around doing exactly the same thing day after day. So I don't know, maybe I should leave you with some music, because there was a busker playing. Now I remember this tune that this busker's playing. It's either, I don't know, it's the Third Man or the theme from Get Carter or some old spy thing. Anyway, he's playing that now. Look at people on bikes. There's loads of stuff happening, but of course I'm never recording when the more interesting stuff on bikes is happening. But it's absolute madness riding around. There's people on motor scooters. They haven't got helmets, but they share the bike lanes. There's trams going about. You generally have got a lot of right of way with traffic. They're very respectful, and people jump the lights and stuff all the time. But there's bikes everywhere. It looks kind of quiet here. It's a lot busier than that today. Oh, here we go. We're going into the park now. This is that, what's it called? Vondel Park? Something like that. this is absolutely packed, people doing exercise. There's a whole kids area, which is absolutely, I don't know, there must be hundreds of them there with all activities. There's like Tai Chi, exercise, people sitting around and smoking and doing nothing really. And oh, that was the end of the park. I thought I was going to do a bit of a riding round. Oh, this is the Rijksmuseum, which I didn't go in. I don't know, I'm not keen on museums. I sort of prefer to see things in context. It's just a bit weird seeing loads of items out of context, just stuck in a building. Really weird. I mean, art galleries are fine, but I didn't visit any of them. But museums, I think, are a bit strange, a bit like zoos. I'm not keen on zoos for that reason. I'd rather see, if I can't see the animal in the wild, then I shouldn't be seeing it, basically. Whoop, behind that jogger. Oh yeah, here's the infamous Isle of Amsterdam sign. This is always fairly busy. I guess what everybody's doing, taking photos. Of course, why wouldn't you? It's perfect for that, it's what it's made for. You can climb all over that. Everybody will have seen photos here. And there's a bit of, look, who's that idiot just standing there? And there's some muddy water. Oh, and the boats going by. Yeah, the boats I got weren't the best. There was a lot bigger boats and there's cruise ships. I also understand some of the ferries are free, and I was going to do that, but I didn't. Oh well, maybe another time. Anyway, I've about had enough of Amsterdam. I've sort of got what I came for. The campsite's perfectly pleasant, and yeah, there's time lapse. I'm not going back in the night because it's just too madness and it gets a bit seedy really, and I'm sort of done with that really. I've seen enough of the red light district. Okay, so that's the end of that. Cheers, bye.